So welcome. Tonight we are going to talk to the 2026 National Sweepstakes Convention hosts, Paula and Karen. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight. So some of you guys watching this don't even know there's such things as conventions. So you see me on these videos and you see all the stuff I win. Well, picture 400 or 500 plus people all in a room who win just as much, if not more. That's what these conventions are. They're a great social aspect of meeting people with like-minded hobbies, obviously of sweeping, able to socialize with each other. There's a chance to win prizes. There's chances to educate yourself and learn more about sweepstakes and different ways of doing things, and just chatting with people. I learn stuff every year I go just by chatting with members and talking with people that I see a way they do something or a way I could be doing something different or improving the site. And so it's always a wonderful opportunity. And I haven't missed one in, I think, 16 years. So how do they decide where these are going to be? People volunteer. I do not run them. iWIN does not run them. Companies do not run them. They're ran by individual people. Individual people, and often a club, will step up and say, hey, we'd like to host next year's convention or 2 years convention down the road, because we normally decide 2 years out, because it takes 2 years worth of planning to get the hotel in place and get everything set up, get all the registrations done, buy all the prizes, schedule all the people, schedule all the speakers. So these people are all volunteers. It's not a for-profit venture. You see me promote the different ones. You see me out there and attending the various ones. Obviously, I have a business that depends on sweepstakes, so they're important to me. I love being a part. I was a part before I win. I'll probably be a part after I win. So without further ado, I want to invite in our hosts of next year's convention, Paul and Karen. You know them from hosting 2 other conventions also in Scottsdale, Arizona, which is where we're going to be going back to. So official welcome. Why don't you 2 come on in and introduce yourself?
Oh, hi, I'm Paula. This is Karen. And we are hosting again the 2026 Sweepstakes Convention here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And we are joining Tom today to chat about when the dates are going to be and the hotel and everything else. And any questions that you all have, we will try to answer those today.
So I have to ask, not you guys, but just the audience in general, if anyone figured out the dates. I put a little bit of time and effort into the teaser video that I put out on social media earlier, and it was intentional that it actually had the dates hidden inside it. And normally, sweepers are extremely good sleuths at detecting this stuff. So I actually gave Paul and Karen a warning that I was putting it out, because I figured that within minutes, somebody was going to be messaging them or myself saying, hey, is it these dates? So I know a lot of you guys are going to go back and watch the video. It's pretty obvious now that you know that it's in there, but from watching it the first time, you kind of have to be paying attention. But we're not going to make you wait any longer. When will the 2026 National Convention be?
The convention will be July. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong calendar. July 9th through the 12th of 2026. And we are going back to the Scottsdale Plaza Resort. They have asked us to come back again and given us a great deal on our rooms.
The hotel is my favorite, and a lot of people's favorite who have attended a lot of these conventions, of all the conventions. And I say that with no disrespect to the other hotels we've been to, but the rooms are big, the grounds are amazing. It really encompasses everything that we need for a sweepstakes convention.
Well, and the really cool thing about this one this year is that the plaza is under renovation.
Wow.
And we don't have a whole lot of information yet, but we know half of the rooms have already been refreshed and the other half are going under renovation. They're doing a $40 million renovation on the resort that will be completed this fall, hopefully, but in time for our convention next summer.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of information yet. They're going to release it to us, and then we'll release it to our attendees.
What made you guys decide to host now your third convention? I always tell people it's a ton of work. Don't do it. But I'm super grateful, just like all of us, for the people who do decide to do that effort, which in this case is you guys. What made you decide to do it for a third time?
We actually had decided we weren't going to do it for a third time. But last year we were attending the Vegas convention and we hadn't heard of anybody stepping up or stepping forward yet to take over for 26 or to throw their hat in the ring. So we went ahead and got a hold of the hotel and got a bid from them to make sure they were available.
And this was prior to the Vegas convention.
Yeah. And so that when we arrived there, that we knew that we had this as a backup plan. And
Excellent.
so we sat in at the meeting that night at the past, present, future meeting, and there were some other venues discussed, but nobody had any concrete plans.
Right. And I think that's the hard part is, we're 2 years out now and we're just coming into, we're going to be in Little Rock in a few weeks for the convention for this year. And that's when the plans for 2027 will be talked about.
Correct.
And hopefully someone shows up there with a good idea and a plan and has interest in doing it. But again,
they need to be in discussions with a hotel before they get to the convention, really, because you need to kind of have a general idea of where you might want to be, or where you're going and things like that, because the hotels want
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work. Our club helps us out. People from out of state help us out. We have a good network here that we use that helps.
I've been practicing all the names for the Sagittarius or Saguaro sweepers.
Saguaro.
And what kind of board is it?
We're not even gonna. We've banned those from future conventions. But yeah, I will come up with a bunch of different names for you guys. The swaddle sweepers. So
we enjoy doing it. Not saying that we're going to ever do this again. That's
what everyone says.
When it comes down to it, it is the matter of getting together with people that we only see once a year, and that we've become friends with them for 20 some years.
Yeah.
So our kids have grown up doing this, and so we Shanghai them into doing it too.
They've all of the kids have committed to helping next year.
Wow.
Everybody should be excited about that.
Even Kevin?
Even Kevin.
Wow.
And I think they get just as excited in it. So
they have, and they've become a bigger part over the years, because it is a whole crew that puts on this production for a few days. You kind of touched on this a little, but what do you two, not necessarily when you're hosting, but just a convention in general, what do you enjoy about a convention? And then do you have a favorite one that you've ever been to?
I don't know about a favorite. I think what we really enjoy is that we meet up with people and we haven't seen them in a year, but you can just pick up and start having conversation and interacting with them as though there hasn't been a year, sometimes 2 years in between, when you've seen them in person again.
And it's people with mutual respect for this hobby. So they understand that it does take a lot of work to enter and to win.
I always say there's two very different sweepstakes communities. One of an online group that has a very good rapport with each other, and one that attends these conventions and attends in person, because it is a lot of the same people over and over. And there's always a little bit of overlap and blend. And I hope that in time, some of the online community will embrace this, because all of us will tell you that the friends that you make are just amazing, and you end up being friends for life. And on a selfish thing, I'm a pretty good +1, and I've managed to get my way on a bunch of different trips Just
Do
because
that.
someone's like, oh, I'll bring Tom with him. He can go. He's a good +1. So you might be the next good +1. Just don't take my spot.
And that's how we met you, was in the convention. We were standing in line at
Yes.
a hotel.
Yep.
Yeah, we met in, would Salt Lake be the first one that we met in?
I think that's the first time that we really interacted with you, you know, and that we met and we hung out and we, you know, chatted and things like that.
And ever since then, I've had to do a lot more work at conventions.
You're welcome.
For those who don't know, Paula and Karen not only are hosting this one, but they really have helped out in umpteen conventions, as well as there's a lot of people who do that and make themselves available because there's really so much to do, especially on site at that time when you're there. So, well, tell us a little bit more about the venue or what you can share, because not everyone's been to this fabulous hotel.
The venue is the Scottsdale Plaza Resort and Villas, and it's actually located in Paradise Valley, Arizona, but we call it Scottsdale because it's really on the border. We our room rate for the basic rooms is $150 a night. There is no resort fee. They've waived that completely for our group. And the resort fee would include like parking and the pools and, you know, access to everything on the grounds and stuff like that. We have all of the other room types available that they'll have.
And our booking won't be open until probably Monday at this point. So just to let everybody know, don't call in to try and book our rate because our contact is out until Monday.
Right. And if you were to try to book a regular room, you can't for July. But right now the going rate, not our rate, but the going rate is $450 a night for next summer
For a regular room.
for a regular room. So don't book that.
The remodel that they're doing is going to be absolutely amazing. If you participated in the previous conventions that we've done, from what we have seen is a walk-in pool and different amenities that are being completely updated.
And I'm showing their website. Again, you don't want to try and book now, and you don't want to book on their website. We're going to show the Arizona website here in just a second, and all the information will be on there and when the availability to book is.
Yeah, we will release it as soon as we have the link. There's like a 52-week, you know, thing that they have to wait to, and we're at that, but the link isn't quite ready yet for everybody. But once it is, you'll be able to go on, you'll be able to book, you know, and get your thing in there and reserve.
So can we share the website? Is the website live now?
The website is live right now. It is sweepingaz.com.
All right, so here is the website that is currently live with the dates up on it. What about registration? When does registration open?
It is open now. If you click that registration button, you click the first one, it'll explain all the fees, pricing, cancellation. And when you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it has a link there and you click it and that'll take you to the registration page. There's instructions at the very bottom of the registration page. You're going to be mailing your form in along with a check. But you're going to fill this information out first, and that'll be a pre-register. That'll let us know that your check is coming, so you don't have to constantly email us and go, hey, my check is on the way. This form will let us know that. You're going to click print, and then you'll click submit, and we will get a copy of it, and we will be able to watch, you know, to make sure. And if we don't get it within a week, we will let you know that your check did not arrive and that you probably need to recheck that.
And I will have all this information up under the convention tab for you probably 15-20 minutes or so after we're done with the live. I will go in and update their page on my site so that it links directly to them.
Okay. And we are offering a special. It is $275 to register until the last day of the convention on August 10th. And at that point, the rate will increase.
So if we're going to Little Rock and we want to register, and we don't want to waste one of these stamps because everyone knows how anti-mail-in they
Right.
get.
Right.
You are
Um,
welcome to bring your check with
We
you.
will be in the vendor room.
Yep, we have a table and you can give us your check at that point.
Perfect.
You can still submit the form ahead of time.
And if I want to register, and we're going to talk about what the after party is and explain that, but say I want to register now, I don't have to do it all at once, correct?
No.
No. There's when you on the form there, we're doing the after party like the last two, Little Rock and Vegas have done, where you're either in or you're out. It just for host, the after party being a set price, in or out, there's less mistakes. You know that you're in, you know that you're out, you know, things like that. You don't have to pay for registration and the after party at the same time. You can pay for them at different times.
And the after party is always the same price regardless of when you do it. So when will people have to get you your after party?
There's actually two prices, because
Okay,
the after party, you give away all of the money. So, it's a $450 now, and on January 1, it goes up to 500. Which has normally been 500 in the past.
Okay,
You just get a little, but honestly, it doesn't change anything. It's the same amount of money. We collect all the money and we give all the money out.
perfect.
And then
I
the after party
have-
does talk about the different drawings that you can get into.
Now I see you have
Social
a
media.
link for your Facebook group, but this is for the registered.
Oh, yes, sorry, I can fix
We're
that.
gonna change that.
Yep, we have a general, that was the private group. Sorry about that.
Okay. If you want to send me the link, I will show them that. So there is a general information Facebook group, and then once you're registered, there'll be a private group that you'll be invited to.
Right,
Very
right.
typical what the last conventions have done as well.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I don't know if you want to talk about the after party or
Why don't you, go ahead and explain the after party for those who maybe haven't been in a couple years or don't know what this whole after party thing is.
so the after party in the past, we've always done upgrade drawings, which is technically it's still the same thing. It's just called an after party now. And that means that after the banquet, which our banquet will be happening on Saturday afternoon, it's a brunch. And when the banquet is over, we do a break and then we come back, just a short break. And we come back and we do the after party, which if you can stay if you want, but if you're not in the drawings, you don't have to stay. You don't have to sit through it. You can just, go about your day and go do something else if you'd rather. And we do the drawings at that point that are listed on the website, and give away all of that stuff at that point in time.
And I'm sharing the Facebook group for just the general info now so that people can see that and people can join that. Again, that link will get updated on the iWIN site as well as on their registration page, which is
Right.
az.com. So there is a contact us button. If you have questions, you can email them directly. Please don't email me. It's their convention. I am not the convention host. They are. And that
Correct.
will all be on iWIN as well. So give us some insight. Give us a little sneak peek of what's going to go on at the 2026 convention. Maybe any secrets that are different than we've done in the other years.
We haven't really gotten that far. We got the website up and running, we got the forums ready, we got the Facebook ready, and we're doing the live, and we're still
We'll do
chatting.
another live with more information. And we'll also talk at the convention.
Somebody just texted me a question. And they said, can I ask if they have speakers yet? Or if they have a favorite speaker?
We do not have speakers yet. If you'd like to be a speaker or you have an idea of what you want somebody to speak about, feel free to post it on the Facebook group, which I just updated I just updated our website and with the correct Facebook page. And or you can send us an email.
Excellent. And that was from Lee. Lee is helping me moderate comments.
We appreciate that.
So, oh, we have a follow-up text.
There.
I cannot repeat
I
that
did
one.
it wrong. Oh, hold on. I'm still fixing it. You got to publish it after you do it.
We're still working on shuttle and stuff like that. In the previous conventions that we have had a contact with shuttle services. The resort, as of right now, they don't offer it. However, that we do have a lot of Ubers and a lot of transportation services within the valley.
Somebody asked if is the after party the same time as one of the excursions, and that will not be the case.
It'll
No.
never be the case. And when we try and do excursions and when we offer it, it'll be a set time, and we try and make sure that it's not going to coincide any type of speakers, any, possible things there's going
No
on.
conflicts.
Yeah.
No conflicts.
Have you guys, and I'm probably ahead of the game, but have you thought about excursions? I mean, you guys have come up with some pretty different excursions over the last couple of years.
We actually have. We're looking at some of the places that are a little north here, like up towards Sedona. There's a little town called Jerome, really cool little town up there.
Kind of like a ghost town.
Yep.
They have a ghost hotel,
Yep.
actually. And so that we were talking about that, and a lot of people liked the Dolly steamboat last time.
Yep, out in the Superstition Mountains.
But we are open to suggestions.
If we
So-
can put a poll up on our thing, on our Facebook page. We've done the hot air balloons the last two conventions. A greatest number of people were the first one. The second one, we still had a fair amount. We can do hot air balloons again if people are interested in it. That we also have, there's just other places you can go. We were looking up north because it's a little bit cooler up there during the day, and we're not going to lie, it's not cool here during the day. It is hot. We've had a cool spell. It's been in the 90s this week.
But the good thing is that all the convention activities will be indoors, I've heard.
In air
Absolutely.
conditioning,
Excellent.
yes.
So
And they're
every time we go to someplace warm, we get people say it's going to be hot.
Correct.
And it is. It could be hot. You could rain. Anytime you go up north, you might get snow. But all these conventions host everything inside. So,
Yes.
and there's tons of pools for when you're not in the convention if you want to go do that.
Correct.
The other nice thing about this hotel that I wanted to bring up for those who have never seen it is it is a very large hotel. It's very spread out. But the one thing that this hotel has always did, and correct me if I'm wrong, I assume they're still doing, is they have golf carts.
Yes.
And they were always willing to take people to and from the convention area.
Yes.
So if you didn't want to walk in, and we're not talking a mile or a half
No.
mile or anything, we're talking across a parking lot usually. But if you didn't want to walk that or couldn't, you could take a golf cart and they would drop you right off at the door. And then after the sessions, they would take people back.
Right.
They've
right.
always been very good about doing that with.
They have been. They're very nice. It's very nice if you tip them too when they do that.
If I've never been to Scottsdale, okay, and some of us now, this is our third time coming to Scottsdale, but I've never been. Both of you give me one thing outside of the convention that I should really try and do or try and make time to do.
Gosh.
It depends on what you want. So we're just down the road from Old Town Scottsdale, which is very old town.
It's-
It is our original town from here in Arizona.
It's
beautiful.
Southwest feel. You can wander around. They have all kinds of eateries, galleries, shopping, anything is down there. And that's literally about 10 minutes up the road. There's a casino, what do you call Talking Stick?
Talking Stick, but then there's also another casino that we had talked about possibly trying to get transportation to. Then the golf courses, we're known for our golf courses. Yes, it is hot. However, most golfers can actually withstand the heat and start early, but we have amazing golf courses that are around that area.
And in Arizona, in Phoenix, in the summer, the golf rates are extremely inexpensive to golf compared to the winter time.
We're known for our golf courses. Yes, it is hot.
And then we also have up the road from us, there's the Butterfly Wonderland, there's an aquarium.
There's
There's all kinds of stuff. The Medieval Times, if you've never done one of those, there's one of those about 5 minutes from the resort.
If I'm attending, or even if I'm not, how can I help you guys out?
If you'd like to volunteer, you can send us an email at our info@sweepingaz.com. We don't have, I don't think the volunteer form is up and available yet. If you're, but if you'd like to volunteer, then feel free to do that.
And what about donations?
The donation page is up and running on our site, on the web page. It talks about mailing the donations in. We're going to do the drawings just like we've done in the past for every $25 in value.
And to tell people a little bit about donations, so every convention always takes donations. Most of us have won a bunch of things, have prizes, prize closet, things like that, maybe that we won that are brand new, we've never used them. And so they donate them as to be given out as prizes to help other conventions out. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about donations. Sometimes clubs get together. For example, our Orlando club normally gets together and buys a gift card or does something to donate to the national convention.
Yes, they do. You asked about credit card, and we right now are not doing credit cards just for the moment, to stay away from the fees and things like that. The fees have gotten a little outrageous.
Yeah, somebody had asked about the credit cards. Somebody said Cold Stone Creamery, the headquarters is there?
It is right up the road, about 10 minutes from the hotel.
In fact, her middle son actually won a car through that Cold Stone Creamery years ago. Yeah.
And I know for a fact, because I've been there or requested people to, I've actually been there in person. There's In-N-Outs close by.
There are In-N-Outs close by.
So if you've never had In-N-Out, a lot of you have seen me post about In-N-Out. It's kind
and I'm
of
sure that you can get a group of people together and Uber right on over to it if you want to. There's 2 of them. They're opposite 3 actually, opposite, like within about 5 or 6 miles, I think, at the hotel.
Well, let's see if anyone else has questions. We'll take some questions, and then we will let everyone go enjoy their night. If you're joining in late, I will have this up on replay and it'd be available so that you can watch it.
Oh yeah, the Desert Botanical Garden is here. If you want to do that, it is open. It's beautiful there. But those are things that you want to go do super early in the morning, because anything after like 11, it's pretty hot here.
And to give people an idea of what those dates, I don't think there's a basic schedule up yet, I assume, but for the most part, the first official event is going to be in the early evening on Thursday.
Correct.
And some people asked about flying in. Obviously, Phoenix International is where the majority. There is an airport in Mesa that somebody mentioned as well.
There is some of the smaller, I forget the name of the airline. I know people who come from Illinois fly into there because it's closer to their home, in that one. And that's probably 20-25 miles from the hotel, but we were able, you can still get transportation from there to the hotel.
Our rates are good.
Our rates are really good. They're good
3 days prior or 3 days after. And so eventually we will be putting up the excursions. We try and find stuff to have people come in and actually enjoy Arizona and what we have to offer.
A lot of people have started to make almost full week vacations.
Correct.
Now, I do want to add that you don't have to do that.
No.
There were many conventions, especially when I was younger and didn't have iWIN, where I flew in on Thursday and I flew home on Sunday. You definitely can if you're concerned about time off work and being away.
It's definitely
make that
doable.
work, and you're not going to miss any part of the convention.
Yeah, and you do have to be present to win at the convention. If that makes sense. Most conventions require that. And again, we will be requiring that you must be present to win.
Yes, and we're not talking, you know, that you can't get up and go use the restroom.
Correct. Or
But,
run back to your room if you need to. It's
Right.
just, don't leave
just
the
need to
hotel.
you need to be there. We usually give you, if we call your name and for some reason you're not there, we'll give you a few minutes to come back if you're, in the bathroom washing your hands or something.
Correct.
So, or have to step out and take that winning phone call. We've had
Yep.
that happen numerous times. In fact, was it two years not 2 years ago, but the first convention you guys ran, a lady won a boat, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
during one of the sessions, got the notification that she had won a boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Somebody asked, did we give the dates already? We did, but I'll let you repeat them.
It's July 9th through the 12th of next year. And you can come in early, stay late. All of that.
Anything additional that you want to say?
I don't think so. I think we'll just reiterate that we will be doing our banquet midday so that because that's the hottest point of the day and everybody will be free to enjoy their evening on Saturday night when it's cooler and they can make plans and do things like that in the evening, just so that
When you say the banquet, so when will the after party be?
it'll be right after the banquet. So normally the banquet runs from like 11 to 3 or 4. And so the banquet will probably go like 11 to 2. And maybe the after party will go from like 2 to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll still try to get everybody out there in time to, if they want to attend the ball game. I don't know right now what the Diamondback schedule looks like,
The
but
schedule has not been released yet for the Diamondbacks.
right. But it will be, and we'll post it because we know that a lot of people like to go enjoy those games. And we're not that far from the ballpark.
No, I did that last trip.
Yeah, I think so. Last trip.
I think it was last one. I checked that ballpark off my list. Well, thank you both for joining me, spending the time. We'll probably do this again before. We look forward to seeing you guys in Little Rock. If you guys want to meet Paula and Karen in person, talk to them, ask them questions. They will be at Little Rock in the vendor room, as well as myself. But we hope to see you, including myself, not only in Little Rock, but hopefully in Arizona next year in 2026.
Awesome. All right.
Hey, thanks everyone. Thanks for tuning in. If you missed any part of this, the replay will be up shortly.